Good evening, everybody, and welcome. Get the mic going. Hello, hello. Uh, day three, day three of sumo. Some fun matches today for sure. Yeah, let's just get right into it. I'm drinking a little green tea. It says green tea for good right there in English. And we've got our boy. He's on everything in Japan. Selling some green tea. Shohei Ohtani right there. All right, in Dodger Blue. What else? Yeah, I think that's it. Let's jump in. It's Tuesday, the 15th of July, day three of the Nagoya Basho. And let's look at who won and lost today. All right. So, as always, absent information. Anybody pull out of the tournament today? No. So that's good. If you watched my Patreon coverage, then you saw the match with Fujinokawa, and perhaps you thought, oh, a little bit dicey there. But he said in the interview just after, because it was his first win of the Basho, or his first win in the top division. So he went to the interview room and they asked him, "Are you okay?" And he said, "I'm fine." So let's hope that's true and he comes back all fine tomorrow. But he looked a little wobbly there after he beat Hideo Naomi today. Okay, matches and results. Let's start down in Juryo. Anything interesting? Do, 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 do. Who is undefeated? Hatsuyama's at 3-0. Shiden is at 3-0, Juryo 11. Mita, the other Juryo 11, 3-0. And Fujiseun, 3-0 at Juryo 8. Oh, wow. After that, though, nobody. Not a single other Rikishi down in Juryo is undefeated. So everybody undefeated is down at the bottom of the Banzuke. And yeah, so that's kind of interesting. Okay. Probably a lot of 2-1 guys right now. So still a little too early to talk about a leaderboard, but we'll have a look down there. Like I said, more toward the weekend. All right, up in the top division today, we started out with Kotojo at Maegashira 17, fighting former Ozeki Mitakeumi, who's having a good tournament. Bounced back from Juryo and is off to a 3-0 start. Another win today against Kotojo. So the rookie, well, he's not a rookie. Somebody pointed out that uh, he's been a Maegashira 17. Was Kotoejo the one they were telling me about? Somebody was telling me somebody I said was a rookie was not actually a rookie. Oh, Kotoejo's a rookie. Okay. So anyway, yeah, another loss. So he's at 1-2 now. And he's just trying to get that Kachikoshi, trying to get those 8 wins, stay in the top division, not go back down to Jurio. Kaio struggling in M16. He's now 0-3. He lost today to Shishi, who's now 2-1. As I mentioned, Fujinokawa getting his first win as a uh, top division Rikishi, and now 1-2. He beat Hide no Umi, who is now 0-3. So hasn't been in the top division in a while, and is not having much luck so far in Nagoya. Then Kusano kind of almost had a chance against Koto Shoho, but then he got turned around, and it wasn't difficult for Koto Shoho to push him out. So Koto Shoho unbeaten at 3-0, but Kusano, that's his first loss for the highly touted rookie, uh, now 2-1. Asakoru beat Shodai, both men now 2-1. Churanaumi got his first win in the tournament, beating Midori Fuji. Toki Hayate, first win of the tournament, beating Roga. Atami Fuji, first win in the tournament, beating Takanosho. Ichi Yamamoto staying dominant at 3-0 now, beating Chiyoshima, who's winless. Ura having a great start to a tournament. Let's have a little quick look. Just so weird to see Ura not in pink. Uh, so 3 wins in a row. In the Meiba show, it was 4 losses in a row. 3 out of the first 4, but then he look at this jag. Then he went on a 5 loss tear that only interrupted by a free win because he was supposed to fight Hoshoru that day. one and two, one and two in the first three, but even worse in the first five. So 2-1 there in September. So definitely his best start in a while, Ura. And congrats to him. He beat Sadano Umi today. And tomorrow he has Ichi Yamamoto. So that'll be a fun matchup. Both men at 3-0. Tobizaru got his first win of the tournament. The Maegashira 7 beat Takeru Fuji. That's his first loss. Gonoyama lost to Meisei. Meisei his first win at M5. Hakuoho improved to 2-1 by beating Hirado Umi, who's winless. Tamawashi undefeated at 3-0. Great to see that. Today he beat Kim Bozan. Then we get into our top ranked guys. The Komusubi Oshoma having a hard time here at the beginning of the tournament. He lost to Onokatsu, who's now 1-2. That was his first win. Oshoma has fought, uh, well, he's fought Onosato, the Komusubi versus a Yokozuna on day one. That's a common one. But then he's fought two rank and filers. He has a Sekewake tomorrow. So it's a tough rank. You got to be up for it. And he's struggling, so we'll see. Uh, Abi, uh, so Wakataka Kage, it was a false start, and Abi kind of sized him up, and Wakataka Kage came in too low. Abi basically jumped out of the way again, and Takikomi is a slapdown victory and got the win to go to 2-1. That's Wakataka Kage's first loss. But Murray was saying that Abi recently had elbow surgery and he's kind of protecting his elbow and trying to win in ways where he's not going to re-injure himself. So the shenanigans are a little bit understandable. But yeah, it was disappointing to see because Wakataka Kage is on my team. I want him to win. Kirishima, though, the other Sekewake, got a win. He beat Oho, so Kirishima now 3-0, undefeated, at the top of the leaderboard with a bunch of other guys. Oho 0-3. Takayasu, it's not really an upset win. I mean, Takayasu's such a good opponent, former Ozeki fighting the current Ozeki Kotozakura, but you would think that maybe Kotozakura should be pipped to win that match, and he didn't. Takayasu with a nice Uwate Dashinage win, nice maneuver there, pulling Kotozakura down to the clay. So he goes to 2-1, and Kotozakura now 1-2. But he's not the only top ranked guy who's 1-2, as we're about to see in a moment. Onosato was given Wakamoto Haru, fresh off his win against Hoshoru yesterday. Sorry, guys. Uh, and he was hoping to maybe repeat double Kimboshi. Why not? But it didn't happen. Onosato just too good, and he took care of Wakamoto Haru no problem. And Wakamoto Haru kind of had him just a smidge of a little inkling of like, oh, he almost could have done something, and then he basically slipped on the slick clay, I think, and lost his footing. So it wasn't kind of a decisive win for Onosato, but it was a win, and he is now 3-0. And poor Hoshoru, do we want to say that poor Hoshoru? Some of you are very happy that he's not doing well. I don't take glee in the misfortune of others very often. I want him to win. I want him to do well, but he definitely uh, was just out wrestled today by Aonishiki. There's no other way to say it. He used another interesting Kimanete Watashikomi and just fantastic. It was a fantastic match. I'm shouting at the screen if you watch the Patreon video. Um, so 2-1 now for the Maegashira one. He's beaten the Ozeki and one of the Yokozuna lost to the other Yokozuna. So he's got all three big guys out of the way already, Aonishiki. And I think he's well on his way to a special prize and promotion to Komusubi. He's, just got to stay on track. We want him to get 8, but we really want him to get double-digit wins. Hoshoru, though, another disappointing start for him. You know, he won the first two against the Waka brothers in May, and then he lost to Oho and Abi on days 3 and 4. And here he's kind of doing the same thing. He won on day one, but now he's lost two in a row. And the thing is, both of these guys are rank and file. So they're both Kimboshi losses where he's giving away money. And tomorrow he has Abi. I think he'll take care of Abi no problem. But I honestly didn't think there was any way he was going to lose today to Ao Nishiki. So hopefully it's not something where he's going to pull out of the tournament or he's going to say he's injured and we're going to be denied that Senshuraku double Yokozuna fight. But yeah, not a good start. But he bounced back in May after those two losses and then went what? Three, four, five, six, 7 wins in a row. So yep, he's struggling a bit. So I mean, we can look at the leaderboard. It's a little silly, but let's see how many guys. It's not too many though. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7 people undefeated still in the top division. Onosato, Kirishima, Tamawashi, yay, Ichiyamamoto, Ura, Koto Shoho, and Mitake Umi. So a fair range of the Banzuke up in the top division, still undefeated, with Onosato, of course, sitting on top. And down in Juryo, 4 guys, as we mentioned. So, yep, just fun stuff today. I enjoyed watching it. Got home from work, saw a couple live, and then had to go into the DVR to get a few. But let's look at who's fighting who tomorrow on day 4. All right, who do we got? Shishi versus Mitakeumi. Hide Naumi goes for his first win against Kotoeho, who's trying to get his second. Kusuno Kaio. Koto Shoho undefeated against Fujinokawa, the rookie. Shodai Midori Fuji, both at 2-1. Asakoru versus Chirano Umi. Atami Fuji taking on Toki Hayate. Sorry, gotta take a quick drink. Takanosho taking on Roga. Chiyoshoma winless against Sadanoumi, winless. So one of those two guys will get his first win of the tournament. And then we have a fun one here. I'll probably put this up on the channel. Ichiyamamoto versus Ura, 3-0. Both men 3-0. Takeda Fuji Gonoyama, both at 2-1. Tobizaru Meisei, Haku Oho versus Tamawashi. So we'll see if Tamawashi can keep getting wins. When was the last time he had an opening salvo where he's oh wow, back in January, yeah, when he went 9-6, he went 1, 2, 3, 5 in a row from day one. Nice. Let's see if he can replicate that here in July. Let's see. Tamawashi Kimbozan versus Hirado Umi. Then up in the top ranks, Komusubi Takayasu versus Onokatsu. Oshoma trying to get his first win against Kirishima. Don't think that's going to happen. Ao Nishiki back to earth now after his first 3 days against Wakataka Kage. This is not right. It says he's 1-1 here. No, he's not. He's 2-1. He can't be 1-1. So that's a weird glitch there. Wakamoto Haru against Koto Zakura, both men 1-2. Oh, Hoshoru is listed the same way. That's weird. Okay. Hoshoru Abi in the second to last match, and Onosato has Oho in the final match of the day. Let's see if we go back one. It looked like I thought they had updated it. Let's see, day 3. Yeah, Hoshoru 1-2, Aonishiki 2-1. Hmm. Okay. Weird carryover glitch. Let me just see. Yeah. All right. So that's what's coming up for day 4. Uh, should be able to come home and watch live tomorrow. I was telling the Patreons during the video coverage that I'm working less hours tomorrow. And so hopefully we'll be home. I have an afternoon appointment, but then hopefully be home by 3 o'clock or 3:30 in time to watch the top division live and get some good coverage up on the channel. So head over to Patreon if you haven't done so. A bunch of people come over in the past few days and have signed up. So thank you so much. I hope you're enjoying the coverage. Okay. Last thing I wanted to do was just mention this very thoughtful gift I got from Switzerland. Uh, Sam won a prize in one of the contests back in like January, I think. And he was nice enough to say, "Hey, is it cool if I send you something from Switzerland?" And I was like, "Sure." So he had my address and it arrived today. And it's this nifty Swiss Army knife. We call it, I don't know what they call it in Switzerland. That's what we call it in the States with the little, blades and the pop out scissors and stuff. But he went the extra little bit and had them put my name on it. So it says Jason there, and it's a nice color blue, and I can put it on my keychain. I don't have one, so very, very cool. Thank you so much for that, Sam. That was very thoughtful and kind of you. And yeah, I look forward to buying a whole bunch of new merch, deciding if I'm going to put a new poster up there. Is it going to be Alan Ishiki? It might be Alan Ishiki, guys. I'm becoming a big fan. He might be the new person taking Okanomi's spot. Uh, okay, I think that's it for today. No huge, uh, one big upset obviously on the day, but nothing huge happening. So come back for day 4. I'll see you tomorrow and over on Patreon if you're over there with the matches, and here on YouTube in hopefully before midnight. What is it right now? It just became 11 p.m. I'm so late today, but that happens sometimes. All right, guys, take care. Peace.